So here we go into the grand final feature race of round 1 season 3 here at Sandown Park. Henry Lopes Gracie alongside Yassine Khan, Tom Brown, Frederick Navarro filling out the front 2 rows, and Marcus Allan, George Lewis, James Pearce and Tobin Lee top 8. Zakaria Saeed and Finley Hart complete the top 10 of the lights grid. And into the heavies, Bobby Trundley on pole from Justin Hammond and Robert Guymer. Jamie Welsh securing 4th place after the heats with Ollie Cooper-Welton, Sage Don Dillon, Henry Walters and Jason Dancer, top 8 drivers. As they make their way round to the final corner now, they will be under starters orders shortly. And it is a green flag, we're off and racing. Clean getaway for the front 3 rows. They break the first time into turn 1. It's getting busy into 2 there. Oh, looks like a bit of side-by-side contact through turn 2 there. Not the best start for Bobby Trundley. Let's see, looks like Yassine Khan got away well as they disappear out of view into turn 3. Yes, I think that is Yassine Khan that leads Henry Lopes Gracie, Frederick Navarro. It's a clean getaway for the front few as they pull onto the top straight now, gapping the rest of the group behind. So Yassine leads down, Frederick Navarro, Henry Lopes Gracie and Tom Brown is up the inside into 3rd, side-by-side contact. He's going to get penalised for that. So you can see Tom's got the overlap on Henry, but it's a bridge too far maybe to try and take Frederick in the same move, and you can see it's Frederick takes his normal line, he takes a whack from Tom, and there will be a penalty post-race for that. Replay of the start here on board with Tom. We can see that Yassine Khan slips through on the inside of turn 1 as Henry runs wide, bunches the pack at the outside, and there's George Lewis here back into 4th. Tom takes the position back as quickly as he lost it though. Here we see Marcus Allan making his way past Frederick, leaves the door open for Ben Richardson. Bobby Trundley also sneaking through on his recovery drive back towards the front. An approach to turn 3. Finley Hart showing here the bunching, and there's a spin, looks like a back marker lost it on the brakes. It's tangled up some of the midfield along with them. Yes, you can see exactly what happened there. The spins, that's Jason Lee I think as well. Tom Brown here for the lead, up the inside of Yassine Khan. So into 1st goes Tom Brown on circuit, but he's getting a 1-place penalty, so he won't keep that. At the moment, he's ahead of Yassine Khan, then it's Marcus Allan, I think, as they cross the line. It is Ben Richardson, Henry Lopes Gracie and Bobby Trundley. Ahead of him here, we've got some side-by-side racing between Alex Walters and I think that's Luke. Ben Richardson has closed up to Yassine and Marcus ahead of him and will try and get past through the final corner. The train leads into turn 1. Those guys need to try and work together to close in Tom Brown ahead of them if they can. It looks to be exactly what Bobby Trundley has decided to do with Henry Lopes Gracie ahead of him. To lead their pack onto the back of the front runners. As they approach turn 3, it's Marcus Allan now up the inside of Yassine Khan. I don't think he's quite got the run to get that done this time, but Frederick Navarro does though. He's got George Lewis running wide, just clipping the curb there. Knocks him wide enough to give Frederick this overlap. It's getting very busy here. Bobby Trundley made up the inside of Henry. He doesn't. Frederick is all the way up the inside of George Lewis. Will he be able to keep that? He does, and Zakaria Saeed's coming through with him into the final bend. So Tom Brown still leads. It's mega close between Ben Richardson and Marcus Allan as they cross over the line now. The train behind drops slightly, but there's still 12 laps left and anything really could happen at this point in the race. We see them snaking down into turn 3 and back round towards onto the home straight into turn 4. Just Ben Richardson coming through past Henry Lopes, and that's given Frederick the chance. Oh, Bobby is through past Henry, so he's got a bit of clean air now. He's going to want to try and get into Yassine Khan ahead of him. Tom looks to have a bit of traffic, but he's got through past now. It'll be on both Ben and Marcus to make their way past that driver and try and maintain the gap at the very worst to Tom Brown ahead. So we do have Bobby Trundley working up towards the back of Yassine Khan. He took 2 tenths out of him in that last lap. There's not much chance. Frederick Henry's late on the brakes, but he keeps it in check. And Frederick has to fall in behind. So Tom Brown still ahead. Ben Richardson leading Marcus Allan down towards the final corner. Yassine has got Zakaria all over him. He's passed. So Zakaria keeps it together. There's contact between the two of them through the last corner. Zakaria gets the place. Yassine yielding, having made contact with the other driver. Then it is Bobby Trundley, Henry Lopes Gracie and Frederick Navarro who stretch away from George Lewis and Tobin Lee. So it's once again Frederick got the overlap on Henry Lopes Gracie. Come onto the top straight. He's going to lose a bit of time through the kink there. He goes wide. Henry's deep on the brakes, but he's kept control of the car. And masterful braking once again by Henry Lopes Gracie there. Keeps the P7 ahead of Frederick. 4 minutes remaining of this DMAX feature race. Tom Brown still leads 2.5 seconds from Ben Richardson and Marcus Allan. 2 tenths between them. Zakaria Saeed. Oh, it's super tight. 3 carts into turn 6 there. I think not quite able to get the brakes done. Trying to follow Frederick through into turn 6. Down into 6 here. Tom Brown takes last lap at the start line. Marcus Allan will be looking over his shoulder there. He sees he's got a little bit of a gap to Ben Richardson, probably the most he's had all race. And he'll be hoping he can maintain that. Zakaria Saeed looks fairly safe in 4th, but Yassine Khan still needs to fend off Bobby Trundley behind. There's then Frederick Navarro, George Lewis and Henry Lopes Gracie. Bobby Trundley, of course, leading the heavy category out there on the circuit. So down towards the checkered flag comes Tom Brown to take the victory in this feature race of SuperChamps Season 1 here at Daytona Sandown Park. He holds his hand up in the air. Marcus Allan takes second from Ben Richardson, Zakaria Saeed, and it is going to be Yassine Khan in 5th. Bobby Trundley taking the win in the heavies. So in the lightweights, Marcus Allan taking the win after Tom Brown's penalty is applied. Tom moving to 2nd with Ben Richardson 3rd, Zakaria Saeed 4th, Yassine Khan in 5th, Frederick Navarro to 6th place, Tobin Lee in 7th with George Lewis, Henry Lopes, Raj Kula and Finley Hart behind. James Pearce and Antonius Farron rounding out the final group of the lights. And in the heavyweights, Bobby Trundley taking the win from Justin Hammond, Sage Don Dillon in 3rd, Robert Guymer 4th, Ollie Cooper Welton in 5th, Jason Dancer in 6th, Jamie Welsh 7th after receiving penalty applied, and Henry Walters in 8th position.